this thing to like refresh. It's not refreshing for some reason. There we go. Copy link. So I was going to do the swatches today. Unfortunately, I apparently used up 3 of my colors from the subtles, so I'm going to push that back until I can get those colors in. And I think it'd be better if I just did it all at once. So I think it'll work out nicely. There we go. Get that posted to Facebook as well. And then we're going to go ahead and get back to our video here. Get this caught up. Go back. How do I get rid of that? Sorry, guys. So it was a big kibosh because I was like, okay, I really want to do this. I want to get the, hey, Kathy, I really want to get the swatches done so that way I can be prepared when the new in colors come in and everything else in May. There's still time. We got plenty of time to do that. Now, I did download a sheet available from Patty Bennett that has all the colors, and it fits on the little address labels from Avery. I didn't have the address labels, so I cut them up myself. We're crafty. We do that. It's okay. Everybody loves a crafty moment. So I had to then decide, what am I going to use? Oh, I always have a project in the wing. Never is there not a project waiting to be shared. Okay. So update on the shoulder, much better. I'm almost got full use of it. It's just a little bit of pain in the back and along my spine, and that's it. What else we got going on? I haven't seen any pictures, but On Stage officially starts tomorrow. We should be seeing some pictures tonight, and then definitely tomorrow for On Stage if you're interested in that. And then again, we're going to start Craft to Sketch in April. Okay. And we're going to be using lots and lots of leftovers and whatever we've got to create some sketches. Again, I don't go and buy multiples of anything just because I want to. That's not me. I have to have the need for something in multiples. Adhesive, yeah, multiples. Cardstock, no so much. I really don't have the space for it. So, again, broke down and decided what I was going to do as far as Stampin' Storage and everything else. And it's one of those things where it's like I can either buy Crafty Goodness or I can buy Stampin' Storage. I can't do both in the same month. So next month will be lots of leftovers. I'm not buying anything new so that I can get the first 2 pieces of my storage. I do have some paper items I'm going to get and a couple of ink pads, but that's going to be it for April. And then throughout the rest of the year, I'll be bringing in the rest of the colors I don't have. So it'll be like 3 colors at a time. And I'm not really sure about the blends at this point, whether I'm going to try to get them all or I'm just going to get the colors I love. So that's those. Anyway, I don't want to waste too much time today. I feel like my chair is really small. I'm going to adjust this just a little bit. I feel like my chair is really small today, that I'm sitting so low. But make sure that I get everything out of the way over here. The other day, like I said, we were able to get a Dremel from Sam's Club. I don't know if I even said it. For $30. I was like, yes, I've been wanting one of those. Got a woodworking project I need to get done. So next week, next Monday, next Thursday, we will be doing some more, just like what's coming up, what's going on, and then lots of leftovers. Like I said, what do I mean by leftovers? It's not like you open your fridge and, oh, there's leftovers. things we've used, things we haven't used in the same combination. And then the last week of April, I will be sharing all of the cards that I made on the very last Thursday of the month. So whatever day that would be. Hang on, actually, I can look. Calendar. So April, last Thursday of the month would be April 25th. So that wouldn't be too bad. We'll do that then. And make this bigger so you can see everybody's chat. So how did your day go? That's the first thing I want to know. How did your day go? Well, I finished setting this up. Just going to ask. Mine was pretty good. I got to chat with a friend of mine. And then I also had some other opportunities today. Slept like a baby with my nap. I don't know why, but some days I crash hard, some days I don't crash at all. And I think it's one of those where it's like, I gotta change how I'm doing things so that I can get better sleep. And sometimes you just need to. You just need to. Oh, I remember that's for. Okay. So, and then we've got our little pieces inside. What's this for? That's for inside as well. Isn't it? Yeah. Isn't it? No. Wait, what is this for? What is this for? It's a super simple, easy layer card. I need my ruler so I can give you guys the measurements. I need this one. I think it's a little bit better on the measurements. It's the X-Acto ruler. Really nice. It has this cork on the bottom of it so that you can really push down on it and not move when you have to cut things or measure things. So we're going to be working with the Perennial Postage stamp set. And we're going to be selecting a sentiment out of that. And then for the rest of this, I'm going to put the camera up so you guys can see this. Window shopping. Oh, I love window shopping. My biggest problem with window shopping is once I see it, I need it. I need it. I see it. I need it. I need it. Did you really? Which page is it on? Which page is it on? I'm like, this ain't going to take us but 5 minutes to put this together. We got plenty of time. Plenty of time. I'll just move that out of the way. Which page? Because I got to tell you, I have 5 of my favorites that are carryovers. I didn't write the page number down because I was just looking at the product number. But let's see if your favorite is one of my favorites. And just tell me what the page number is. Let me grab my carryover sheet. See, this is my maybes sheet if it carries over. Page 97. Annual catalog 97. It is, however, be aware that because it's in a million sales achiever stamp, it will go away at the end of this catalog. They don't carry over. It's one of the reasons why I haven't chosen any. I know, right? It's so like there's another one a few pages back. I mean, heck, we could just talk about the catalog. Quite a few pages back. I think it's in the beginning of the catalog. I gotta find it. It might be more towards where you're at, though. Because I like you, I like sentiments. That's not it, but I think it's over here somewhere. Okay. So 97. This is all sentiments in here. I think it's up in here. No, it's got to be further back. But there's a sentiment I like as well. That is one of those types of stamps. And I was just like, oh, I love this. And And then you learn these things and you're like, oh. I mean, if you love a stamp and you love the sentiment, there's no reason why you shouldn't buy it, you know? Yeah, I mean, they've got so many good ones. I'm trying to find the one that I had. If I get a chance, I'll find it and then do it later. But I did have it marked. I think it's actually on page 96. I love that one. I like the fancy but still readable. I even love the other one on 97. So I'm talking about layering leaves. The one that Kathy's talking about is go-to greetings. And these are those quintessential sentiments that you can use in every day. Every single day. That one that Kathy likes is just a note, thank you, happy birthday, thinking of you, and hello. And it's basically the same sentiments in different fonts over and over and over, and I love it. I love it. The layering leaves is because if you guys know me, I love leaves, and it's got those beautiful wispy kind of beginning letters and font, but it's very easy to read. It is not one of those ones where you're like, I don't know what this is saying. But it's really easy. It's got a best wishes, sending hugs, thinking of you, for you, so happy to celebrate you, hello, thank you so much, along with a few simple leaf dies. And again, my hopes and dreams were dashed. But I'm holding out hope that the new catalog will be even more spectacular. Even more spectacular. Let me go ahead and get you guys up and we'll... Where's it at? There it is. Okay, there we go. We'll get you up and then I will show you the measurements on this once we get this in. So we've got an A2 card base. We've got some of the butterflies that I've already colored, and then I pulled out a white one to just kind of stand out. Inside, I've got a couple of pieces to decorate. I'm pretty sure this belongs in there. I'm pretty sure I couldn't decide which one I wanted to go with. Whether I wanted to go with a long one to kind of divide it up. And now that I see that I really like that, I'm just going to save those other pieces. So let me add a little bit of glue. Got to pick this up. There are so many good stamps out there in the world. And I think the worst part about having so many good stamps out there is you're never going to be able to get them all. That's the worst part about it. You're never getting them all. You're never getting them all. So I'm just going to load this right next to, but not at. Let's push that up a little bit. It's still got a little bit of space before the crease or the fold. So go ahead and get that in, and then we'll get it trimmed off. We'll get these trimmed off and off the table. And that one's got a lot of glue. Did I get a lot of glue? No, it's pretty good. Because I think a lot of the times we think of the inside page as just somewhere for people to write, and it's like, oh yeah, that's great. So we've got that. Let me squish this down. Oh, it got stuck on my linen, my little scissors. And the glue's sticking to me. And I knocked everything down. But I'll need those later anyway. And a dog hair. Lovely. How's it go? I'm having a fantastic day. How about you? So we'll put that back. I am going to need these purple ones. And the blue ones. So these little blue ones right here and the purple. I think they go good together. I mean, it's one of those things where you kind of go, oh, okay, yeah. So we're going to set that off to the side. And again, we need a couple of butterflies. If you already have the sweet, great. If you don't have this at all, pick a pattern that you like. Get yourself some butterflies. Oh, I don't believe he did this to me. My husband left the window open, and I'm wondering why everything's moving. The curtain. Get yourself some large objects, something, you know, florals, whatever, to be the main object of it. But you don't want it too much. You want it very light, very easy peasy. We've got a strip for a sentiment. I think I have to take the Misty out for this one. And then we have some cardstock layers. So this one is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. I think this one's only like 1/8 smaller. So 1/4 inch smaller. 1/4 inch smaller. Yeah, it's... So this one is 3 3/4 by 5. So 4 by 5 1/4. The next layer is 3 3/4 this way by 5. Then our layer will be 2 1/2 by 4. And I am going to straighten down my little edges there. I like to leave them rough sometimes because I think it adds to it. And then we've got 2 3/8 by 3 7/8. Don't judge me. That was the only measurement I could come up with. So 7/8. So 2 3/8 by 3 7/8 for that one. So the easiest part about these is we're just going to glue them together. Or snail them together. Whatever way you want to do it. And then we will pop layers up from there. I also love this pattern. Oh, I love it so much. I almost couldn't decide. I almost had to switch papers. But this is probably my favorite in the collection is this because it's got all the different colors. And it's not just pow in your face. It's soft. It's beautiful. It's like this one. That's another one that I love, those white flowers. But they're weeds. Like, I don't want weeds in my stuff. Thank you. I once got a bouquet. I sent a bouquet, or I got a bouquet. I think I got a bouquet. Oh, I was going to fix that. So if you ever get it where it's burly on one side from your trimmer, just use your bone folder. Teflon doesn't leave marks. So use your bone folder and just like flatten those out. This one on the back you can flatten out a little bit. And it just makes it look a little bit more professional. So, and then we've got the back on this here. So we're going to pop both of these up. We're going to need lots and lots of pops. So yeah, and what I like mostly about the designs that I do is that I never leave it where you can't recreate it. I'm not a fun fold person. Doesn't mean I don't love them. Just means I'm not really good at them. You know, I wish I could say I was better. I'm just not. I was recently in a swap hosted by Stamp and Storage. And I was like, ooh, keeping that. That'll help me figure out how to do that one. You know, so I like cards like that. I like swapping. I like just having different designs because it helps you to grow as a person. Can't always make the same things all the time. Otherwise, it can get a little boring. It's also why I love watercolors and stuff. So that's all done. I have one left in the frame. Yay. Okay. So we're going to load this one up first. Our background first. I usually do this with 2 hands. So I'm trying to work the shoulder a little bit more. Pretty Peacock and the other, nope. I was like, did I cut this wrong? It's like, I'm gonna flatten it just to help me. That looks pretty good. We're gonna leave it like that. And then we're gonna put our next layer on top of that. I need to get me a long skinny block is what I need. I had one. All my Stampin' Up! Blocks are in storage in my closet. Unfortunately, with my son away at college, there's just no way to get to those things. No, that looks crooked. If you don't press down on them and you just kind of set it down, you can kind of see whether or not you're good or not. That looks pretty good. I know I'm doing it lower, but there we go. So there's our base layers. And then for our sentiment, I need to get my sentiment. And I like this, thank you for your friendship. I just like it. I think it's one of those where you can show your appreciation without having to go, you know, it's a small grand gesture, I guess is what I would call it. Okay, so it goes this way. I don't know if my block will fit it or not. It might, sideways. Ooh, just barely. Okay. So dot is still at the top. The dot is at the top. On the other one I used, say I made one in purple, and I used Perfect Peacock on, Pretty Peacock on that one because it got the peacock colors in the background. So with this one, since I've got more of the purples in the back, I wanted to use Blackberry Bliss. I didn't grab it out. I'm going to use Blackberry Bliss. Blackberry Bliss is one of the colors in there. It's one of the darker purples that's in here. I think it's so pretty. Okay, dots on that side. I guess it doesn't really matter with the little skinny strip. What does matter is I get it on as even as possible. There we go. And I didn't get it. Okay, well, that's what's so great about the other side. The other side. Okay, this time we're just going to go straight down, straight up. There we go. A little crooked, doesn't matter. A little crooked doesn't matter. A lot crooked matters. Hang on, let me get my wipey to clean my stamp. And I know there's a lot of people out there that say, you shouldn't use wipies on stamps. Yeah, mine are alcohol free. So, I'm not too worried about it. So we're going to get that one out of the way. Now, is it crooked? Yes. Does it have that little lift from where I said that sometimes it just leaves that if you push? I'm a hard pusher. I push too hard when I cut stuff, so it leaves that little burr edge on the underneath. And I mean, I could try to fix it. That one's a lot more straighter than this one, but I'm just going to go a little crooked, and it won't matter. How's that sound? Okay. So with the other one, I gave the little flag edges, so I'm going to do the same thing with this one. That thing is just going to kill me, isn't it? Yep, it sure is. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one, little flag. And again, because I'm different, I don't just cut to the middle and do the other one. So mine always turn out crooked, but that's okay. I'm going to cut that a little bit further back. Just to get it a little bit better. There we go. Be nice if I cut it all the way through. See, that's what I cannot do it regular. I don't know what is wrong with me, but I just can't. Okay, so I'm going to flip it over And I'm just going to pull that piece back. So if I rip something, it's on the back, not on the front. So there. Just one task in life that I have not managed to accomplish yet. Also, before you go today, make sure that if you're not already subscribed, please do so. And if you, well, this should fit perfectly if I remember correctly. Ooh, that's on the edge there. I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut this in half. Just so we can get everything to fit here. Oh, sounds like we got mail. The dogs heard it. I heard it all the way back here. Question is anybody up there hearing it? I love it when the mailman comes and everybody's like, I didn't hear it. I hear it all the way back over here, but I got mailman ears. So again, like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and put a little crooked. Doesn't need to be perfect. And then for the butterflies, I'm just going to add a little bit of a glue dot rolled up. So we're going to roll up a glue dot, and how you roll up a glue dot is just roll it on itself, pick it up, and then put it on the thing that you want it to be on. Okay, so just right there is fine. And I didn't really attach too much adhesive to these. I really didn't. I just did one on this one, and I think I did one on this one. So we'll just roll it against itself. And again, so since this was pretty much the only place I could put any kind of adhesive was right there, I doubled up the amount of butterflies I had because I overlapped them and overlaid them. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this one a little further back. And then to make the bottom one look like it's standing up a little bit more, I went back with not one, but two little glue dots, rolled it up really as small as I could get it. So pretty small of a little chunk. And I hid it underneath the back wing to make it just stand up a little bit more. Okay, so I'm a little crooked with this one. I gotta fix it. So just trying to see how I can do this. If I want to go up a little bit, maybe I will go up. We'll go up. There we go. But it kind of picks it up right here so it doesn't look so flat, and I like that. For our dots or gems, I'm just doing the opposite colors of what I did last time. I think we have 5 of them. I have to find the other one. I think one fell off of here is what happened. Oh, so 1 here, 2 here, and 2 here. So I got 1 here, 1 here. We're going to get the purple. I have so many of these left. We're going to get the purple down here. I'm going to put it on here though. So we've got it a little bit apart. And then we're going to use a small one over here. Use a small one over here where it kind of pops out because sometimes it gets lost in the background. And then we're going to use one of these little ones up here. So get off of me. There we go. So we have 5. So like I said, it wasn't a hard project today. It was really simple, really quick and easy. I think it probably it's going to be one of the shortest videos I've ever done. If we stop now, it'll be under 30 minutes, but we can't do that. So I really like how easy this is to make. These are not hard cards to make. The best part about these is that you can add as many layers as you want, take away as many layers as you want. You can do almost anything to these. And they're still going to turn out charming, you know. So this one, we put the little line in the middle. I put it on the wrong side. I did it upside down. I can't believe that. Oh, well. It was meant to be like this. I didn't check it. Left-handed card? Sure. And on the other one, what I did on the inside was I added another butterfly and a little bit of layers right here. And I think that's nice because you got all of this space to do your message. So there we go. Let me go ahead and get this down a little bit more. There we go. Flatter is better. But let me go ahead and take you down. And we're going to reverse that. Hey. So, like I said, world's shortest video from Eva, because normally I'm about an hour. So, again, Perennial Postage. If you don't have this, if you don't have the paper, if you get the butterflies and the stamp set, the Perennial Postage stamp set and the butterflies, with any print that you want, and you're gonna have a fabulous card. If you get the Perennial posted, I think it's lavender, Perennial Lavender cardstock or DSP, it's just beautiful. It is really a beautiful one. And like I said, I have a video on how I colored these if you check that out. And I think I'm just going to keep this short today. You guys have an amazing day. And weekend. I will see you next Monday. Who knows what we'll do? We'll make something fun. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, after the video's over, don't forget to come back and like and leave a comment if you can. Let me know how I did. And then I would like to say thank you. Don't forget to check out the website, stampin'up.com. Find a demonstrator near you. Until next week, stay crafty, my friends. And thank you for joining me. Weird button thing now. It's got to happen. I'll make it weird. See you guys. Bye.